All right, we are here at Coles to do the last of our $50 shops for December. This is week 4 of our current FlyBuys offer. That is to spend $50 each week at Coles for 4 weeks in return for 10,000 bonus points, which is equivalent to $50 cash back. And today is the last day. It is Sunday. It is the very last day for us to get our shop in, and I don't have a plan. I really don't like going to the grocery store without some kind of meal plan, without an inventory of what we've already got at home in the fridge, freezer, and the pantry. But you guys, I have not had time to do that, and I need to come in and get this last shop done. So today's shop is going to be really, really interesting. So I don't know, let's go see what we can find, see what we can pick up for $50, and when we get home we're going to try and do a meal plan, and hopefully there is enough stuff there between what I pick up today and what's already at home in the fridge, freezer and pantry for us to feed our family of 3 for a week. We should be able to do this. So yeah, I mean, we've been doing these $50 challenges for long enough that I think we've got this covered. But here we go, let's go shopping without a list. Well, let's take a look at what I actually picked up today. The total spend was just over $50. I spent $51 and, hang on, let me have a look at my receipt. $51.14, rounded up to 15. So let's check out what we picked up, and then we need to work out what we're going to do with it, because I still don't have a meal plan. Alright, so as you guys saw, there was a ton of markdowns. So I know that it looks like I pick up a lot of markdowns when I go grocery shopping. I am just really, really lucky, and I just tend to be there at the right time. And although I often pick up a few of the same sort of things, you guys, there's just that we leave so much behind. I know it looks like we get a lot, but we don't take everything. I know that's a bit of a hot topic, and I keep saying that because, you know, I know people tell me that I take too much of the stickers, but realistically, guys, I don't know what is up with my shop. Let's talk about what I grabbed today and what my plans are, and then we're going to come up with a meal plan. So this is not everything that we're going to eat for the entire week. Some of this stuff is going to go into the freezer and we will use it at a later date. Some of it will get used this week, however. So let's start with the easy stuff. I grabbed 2 loaves of bread. That's going to allow us to do some sandwiches for lunches, and we do have some sandwich things here that we can do. I also grabbed a 3-litre milk. That was $3.60 at Coles, and we will use that for breakfast. We do have a little bit of breakfast cereal left, which is why I didn't bother grabbing any today, but we'll also use that in coffees and cooking. So meat, in the meat department, I did manage to pick up 3 of these bacon pieces packs, and each one of these will well and truly do a meal for us, depending on what we're going to do with these. So I will chuck these straight into the freezer like this, and then I will just use 1 pack for a dish. So whether that be a pasta dish and we chuck that in there, or we use it on pizzas, or even to do like a frittata or an egg bake or something along those lines. We've got 6 meals covered right there for $6, which is a really good price. And these just freeze great. Stick them straight into the freezer and Bob's your uncle. I also grabbed up 2 of the chipolatas. They were down to $3.30. And realistically, I'm probably going to get 2 meals out of one of these. I'll do a big batch of something, but there will be leftovers. There are 16 chipolatas in each one of these, and there's 8 serves per package. So theoretically, on that basis, we should have another 4 meals there, which is excellent. And I grabbed a 500 gram pack of mince that was marked down. This is pork mince, but I use mince interchangeably. So you guys will probably see this is going to end up in some sort of big batch meal later on down the track. It's going to become a spaghetti bolognese or a chili. You guys know I'm a bit partial to chilies, so I will turn this into a big batch meal, and I will add some cauliflower rice. I still have a couple of packets in the freezer, so I didn't grab any more today, even though you guys saw there was some there marked down. And I will turn this into a big batch. And usually with my big batches, when I do something like the chili or something like that, I end up with like 3 dinners or something out of it. So that will make an appearance later on down the track, but I guarantee you that's going to go a long way for 500 grams of mince. I also grabbed another block of cheese. We do go through about 1 kilo of cheese a week. We still do that. We will use that in cooking, in sandwiches, use it for snacks. I just grab one type of cheese and I use it for everything. So I don't grab grated cheese or anything like that. I just grate it at home. Fruit and veg is pretty much everything else, except I grabbed a packet of pasta just to make sure that I was up over my $50 spend. So this was 80 cents. And I just wanted to make sure, particularly with these things that we weigh, that I had calculated the price right, and we went over $50 so we could cash in on those bonus points, which we did, which is excellent. So snacks this week, I grabbed some more bananas. They were $3 a kilo. This is about 1.5 kilos of bananas. So we will usually have some fruit with our breakfast. So if we do oats, we'll often put fruit on it. I do still have some frozen fruit in the freezer, fresh fruit, and we grabbed this, which I've never had before. It is an orange candy melon, which sounds delicious. I love melons, so we're going to give this one a go. And I think we're going to try and keep the seeds inside this and stick it out in the garden and see if we can grow some of these ourselves. We do have some honeydew melon and some cantaloupe growing at the moment. They don't have fruit on them yet, but the plants are growing. So I don't know, what do you guys reckon? Should we have a crack at growing some orange candy melon as well? Why not? That was full price. That was $2.50, $3 a kilo. Cucumber was $1.90, so I will use this in salads and in sandwiches. We also grabbed an iceberg lettuce. That was $2.50, so I can make some salads. Tomatoes were down to $2 a kilo, which is crazy because, you know, 6 months ago they were $9 a kilo, and I won't buy them when they're that expensive. But $2 a kilo, it's about half a kilo here, so it's like $1 worth of tomatoes. We do have tomatoes growing at home, but they are green, so we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer for the tomatoes to ripen up. So $1 on the tomatoes, iceberg lettuce, and then we've got some baby cukes to have for snacks as well. So we've got the fruit, we've got a couple of packets of baby cukes. Charlotte loves to eat these. I like them as a snack. We'll have them with some cheese sticks. And that's pretty much snacks done for us. Lunches, we can make some salad sandwiches. We've got the bread, we can just make salads, and then the rest of it was potatoes. So these were marked down. There was heaps of packets of potatoes marked down. I grabbed 2 packets of the baby red potatoes. I'm going to use these to make some potato salads. I like them. They're a nice small size. They're great for potato salads. We do still have some white potatoes left over. full-size potatoes, and I grabbed this packet. This is 1.5 kilos of sweet potatoes. They are very small, but that's okay. I don't mind that so much. It's just a little bit more work peeling them if you want to peel them, but that was marked down to $2.45. So I thought that was a good buy for 1.5 kilos of sweet potato. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with that, but I really enjoyed the jacket potatoes we did the other night. So I don't know. Well, we'll think of something. What we need to do now is work out what we've got, have a look in the fridge. I know that there's still some stuff left in there, and then we need to come up with a meal plan. So I'm doing everything backwards this week. I don't normally operate this way. My brain's really struggling, but what we're gonna do now is write down a list of everything that we've got. We've got heaps of stuff on hand in the fridge, in the freezers, in the pantry. We're going to work out what meals we might be able to pull together, but honestly guys, I think we're going to wing it this week. We're just gonna see where the chips fall. We've got enough food to get us through. So if you would like to see all the meals that we pull together this week, why don't you hit that subscribe button down below so you can be notified when our what's for dinner, what did we eat this week video comes out. That'll come out on the weekend. So you'll be able to see all of the meals that we pulled together with what I picked up here today, but also everything that I still have on hand in the fridge, freezer, and the pantry. But before I let you guys go, why don't we go and have a peek in the fridge, see where we're sitting, and I'm gonna jot down some ideas for some meals. All right, the fridge is starting to look a little bit light on, but we do still have some things to use up. So I still have half a cabbage. I've got zucchini that we have been pulling out of the garden, which is quite exciting. So we're starting to get some produce in the veggie patch. Hopefully those tomatoes won't be too far away. There's one tomato there and some mushrooms from the other week that I really need to do something with. In here is some leftover cabbage and carrot. It is coleslaw without the dressing, so I can put some dressing on that and make that happen. I've got some leftover rice that I need to do something with, but for the most part I think that's pretty much it. I've still got some eggs. I have a tiny little bit of cheese left over, but not much. I have a birthday cake for my dad. It's his birthday today, so if you guys want to say happy birthday to him in the comments, I'm sure he would get a kick out of that. Leftover pineapple. But that's pretty much it in the fridge. Still got loads of frozen veggies in here though, and lots of different bits and pieces that we can do something with. I'm sure you guys have seen me pick these up in previous weeks. Markdowns that we've put aside for later use. A few bits and pieces in here still to use up. Some ready-made meals over here on the side, and things like sweet potato that's cooked and ready to go. Frozen fruit down here in this corner, so lots of bits and pieces here. And out here the goodies continue. So we still have some markdown meats that we've picked up out here, a fair few sausages. Still have some of the cauliflower rice. It's cauliflower and broccoli, that one. A couple of ready-made meals here. This is leftover teriyaki and rice. On this side, it's a bit of a mess. I need to come back here and organise. We do have some donuts that we picked up, marked down ages ago. We're still working through those. So what I like to do is get the big packs, and then I'll just bag them up in bags of 4, and then once a week we can grab one of these and have a treat. It's usually on Mondays when we go to drumming, makes it a bit of fun, but we don't have treats all the time. And just bits and pieces that we need to go through and use up. So we've got some meatballs marked down there. They're getting very freezer burnt, so they need to go on the menu. Some porterhouse steaks, egg muffins, some casserole beef. So lots out here still to use up and put on the meal plan. All right, you guys, well, here's what I'm thinking at this point. I think there is definitely going to be meatballs on the menu because they are really freezer burnt, and actually having a look at it, it looks like the package has nicked a little bit in the freezer. So we are definitely doing some sort of pasta and meatballs this week. But other than that, I am open to suggestions. So you guys have seen what's in my fridge and my freezer. You guys have seen what I picked up today. What would you make? Give me ideas. I'm open to suggestions. I need inspiration. So let me know what kind of meals you would pull together with the stuff that I've got, and why don't you come back on the weekend and see what we come up with. I'm sure that I'm going to use some of the ideas that I get from you guys in the comments, and who knows what else I'm going to come up with. It's going to be an interesting, exciting, unpredictable week at our place in the meals department. Alright, well, if you enjoyed today's video, as always, if you could please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. It lets me know the kind of content that you guys are enjoying, and if you would like to see more videos like this, if you would like to see what we get up to on grocery shopping day, then why don't you hit that little subscribe button down below. It is the best way to be notified of my new content when it comes out. And I do have heaps of new content in the works for you guys. Oh, and you know what? Before I forget, and before I let you guys go, did you see the video that I did just the other day about our end of year giveaway that we are doing? I'm not going to give too much away in this video, but if you haven't seen that, then you probably want to go and check that out after you've finished watching this video. So why don't you go and do that now? I'm going to link that up above. Go and check that video out next. Well, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.